Right, I'm joined here with part of Urban Intelligence. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
He's Lunitic.
And he's MosChops. And we're half of the Urban Intelligence crew.
Who are we missing?
For real and technical.
Technical makes heavy beats, and for real is a rapper, also from Rally Mars.
So you're an MC?
Yeah.
And you make beats?
Yeah.
You partly the MC too?
Yeah, I kind of do a bit of everything because everyone else does.
Multi-talented. How did you all get into hip hop?
I was mad into rave and jungle growing up, and that was just, for me, that was just like the underground sound, you know what I mean? So that really appealed to me, and then I kind of fell out with that and discovered Wu-Tang. And I was like, oh, these boys are sick, man. So I got loads of Wu-Tang shit, and then Pheromone, and I started off with the goodies really, so I kind of had a good start. But Wu-Tang were really the crew that blew my mind, man. Just the way they fuck shit up, you know, just sloppy hats, and yeah, they really changed things to me.
We got into hip hop through Tupac. My cousin gave me a Tupac tape years ago, and all eyes on me was the first disc on tape. And then just from listening to that, we kind of just got into hip hop and started rapping later on, you know. But it was kind of Tupac that got me into hip hop.
How did you just get into rapping and producing and whatever?
Well, I made like hardcore beats and jungle beats, and then, as I say, I kind of fell out of that, and then I got into just making weird sounds, like by wiring up things wrong and tweaking it. And I put loads of sounds on mini disc, and so I started making like these trip hop beats using just crazy sounds. And I went to Australia and I hooked up with a crew called the Downside Crew from Perth, and like they were doing it, man. They had albums out and doing shows. And I was like, okay, this is the kind of focus that I need. So I come back with the intention of just like making as many beats as I could. So I moved back to Ireland from Australia and hooked up with these guys about a year afterwards, and that was it. Just hooking up with people over here inspires me to make more and more. So I'm not going to stop anyway.
How'd you get into MCing? Keep it in secret or whatever? Did you start?
Yeah, no, I don't really know. Like, I just, like, from rapping, like the Tupac tunes or whatever, and other hip hop, I just kind of started writing stuff for myself, kind of doing it in my bedroom, and kind of afraid to, you know, let people hear me and that. But because my brother used to give me a bit of stick, he used to go, "What are you doing that for?" Fucking hell. But then the more like I got into it and he seen that I was serious, and the main thing I was getting good at it, he kind of was like, oh. So I don't really know what made me start writing. It's just something I happened to do. I don't know what made me start, but I'm glad I did.
And a guy called Dino Scurry had a 10-track, also from Ballymun, and gave the opportunity for the lads to record some stuff. And as soon as you hear your own voice, you're like, oh yeah, I want to do that again and do this better and stuff. So started recording pretty early on, I guess.
Yeah, well, see, Dean, I was kind of rapping, like I wasn't rapping serious or whatever. I was just doing it for myself, but I was in like an American accent.
Yeah.
And then I met Dean Scully, and he was like, "Where are you from?" You know, Ballymun. And he goes, "You sound like you're from Los Angeles when you're rapping." So basically, he kind of showed me the light a bit. Thankfully, nobody's heard any of the American stuff.
We burned it, man.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks to him now, I'm doing it seriously, I could say.
How did you get yourselves out? Like, how did you sell Urban Intelligence or whatever?
Well, we still trying. We got together as a crew, and I've got like a recording set up in my house, and we just came up with the idea of doing an EP, and the other lad Technical had about 8 beats, which he gave to Dan, and Dan had written tracks for him, and it was just like, let's do this EP. So we did it in about a week, didn't we?
I think altogether it would have been about 2 weeks, like writing and recording it, because a lot of the beats that were on it and that were only like Gaia tracks type of thing, but our Technical, he likes to be very specific with his beats, you know, and they have to be perfect before they give them to you. So if we'd have waited for him, the EP probably would have never happened.
But it did, and we were doing shows, and we got another chap called Gramo on board, and he helped us out a lot. When people can hear your music, that really inspires you, and when people come up to shows who've got the CD, it's just, you want to do the next thing. So we brought out a CD last year called Homemade Bombs, which is a mixtape. of all Irish acts that we kind of knew from doing the gigging circuit, who haven't really had anything out. It's just a good way to showcase.
Did it help you a lot? Did it?
It's still helping us. It's a good kind of like calling card. Like we can go to London and give out mixtapes, and it's a good way to say, look, there's a scene in Ireland, and we're doing it. And it's good just to get our name about.
You were in London there recently, weren't you?
Second.
You were in London there recently.
I was in London yesterday. I'm doing a bit of.
I'm psychic.
Doing well, I'm originally from Milton Keynes, which is north of London, but I didn't really know anybody before I went to Australia, but just through sending beats over, I met some people over there, and it's interesting to see how the UK is going on in comparison. So it's a good scene.
Like, what do you think of the Irish hip hop scene at the minute? I know there's one song that you said something about the Irish hip hop scene, but
I don't really think, like, there is obviously a bit of a scene, you know, but like, I don't know, I wouldn't listen to a lot of Irish hip hop, like probably the select few that I would listen to. But I don't know, I don't think the scene is very strong, like, you know, like there's probably 5 top people that you kind of, that could maybe make a bit of an impact in England or whatever, but apart from that, it's kind of, you know,
it's had a few,
not a lot happening.
Yeah, it's had a few false starts, like, and I think a lot of people now are trying to do the independent route, which is great. I mean, there's no real money in it, but I think that's how you get a strong scene. If people are really working to push their own stuff, that's the only way it's going to get better, you know.
What's your response from England? What are they thinking of you?
We've been good.
Yeah,
what we've done, like,
we've given CDs to. Like, I've got a few young cousins, so I've given them CDs, and they're really into it. You know, I think, the accent really kind of.
It's different.
Yeah, just that really kind of lifts it out above a lot of the other stuff. So,
What would you like to see done with the Irish scene? Would you rather separate yourselves from the Irish scene and move on, or would you like to move with them?
no, I mean, like,
I don't know what you mean by with. It's like we're all trying to do our thing, and it's great. Like we get on well with a lot of the lads, and I don't know. Like we've all got to really just push our own stuff. If everyone's just focused enough, that's how the scene's going to grow. So it's not like we're working with or against or anything. We're just doing our thing, and I hope people like it.
Is there anything you want to promote? Is there anything coming out you want to promote?
Our first national release is Patience featuring Damien Dempsey, which is a single coming out. We haven't a clue when, but it's coming. And just check out the website www.workingclassrecords.com.
Right, so thanks for the interview then.
No,
and I'll get a bit of a performance from you then. Alright.
People judge these places and all they find is high drug use, burnt cars and crime, a bad state of mind. Maybe your mind's a state. Selling drugs isn't a choice but a chance to make some money. No job cause school couldn't accept a troubled teenager that faced neglect. Of course he lacked respect for these so-called teachers. They said he'd never be shit, so he grew weaker. His hate increased and piece by piece became a beast. He lost his mind and felt deceased. I was lucky at least, I was given a chance. The choice I made helped me advance and helped me glance past all the negativity. I leave a life of crime for the urban symphony. Next time before you judge, consider the reality of what makes today's youth have this mentality.
Happy days, fucking brilliant.
Happy fucking days.